Fellas. Would you look at the time? It's another peak chapter by your boy Ichiro Oda. Again. Another W again for Oda. Last chapter, he may have missed for the first time since I've been reading. However, this chapter, he couldn't do no wrong. 10 out of 10, easy. Before I start, I like to think my room is pretty boring. So I did get some things. 1 second. Not One Piece related, but this is a disc plate I got. It's one of my favorite things ever in anime manga. You got the eclipse hanging over the berserk, the symbol, all that kind of stuff. Gas. Here we have the second poster. Attack on Titan, one of my favorite anime manga all time. Not better than One Piece, but still good. I got this before I even started watching One Piece, actually. These are old posters. And then I have my favorite one. Bam! Which is this painting. So this painting was handmade for me, hand painted. We see a little message on the back, happy 16th birthday from Carlos to Mike over here. This was made 5 years ago for my birthday. I used to be a big Naruto fan, and I hate Naruto now, so it's crazy how things have changed, honestly. But I have 2 more disc plates on the way. I don't want to spoil what they are. One of them is One Piece related. The other one is not One Piece related, but expect to see them hanging up on my wall in the following video. So with that out of the way, if you guys give a like, comment, all that kind of stuff, be appreciated. But let's get into the chapter. I kind of wanted to break the chapters down into, I guess, like a more structure, because I feel like I just kind of reviewed the chapter. So I'm going to be changing up the formula, not for this one, but for the following chapter, 1059, whenever it comes out. We get the cover page. Looks like Caesar Clown is, like, crying to Germa 6, like, take me with you. Please get me off Whole Cake Island. And you know what? I can't blame him. I don't know what's going on with Katakuri right now. Is he in the mud? Is the Katakuri stocks down? I don't know. I mean, if he lost to Caesar Clown and Germa, I don't know. Uh-oh. Katakuri stocks in the mud. But, the chapter kicks off. Yeah, this is like right after they fall off the waterfall in the recent chapter, or the last chapter. And it introduces Luffy. It's like Emperor Straw Hat Luffy. And Luffy's like in a cage, like crying, I'm sorry, Nami. I'm so sorry. And Nami's like punching the shit out of him, beating his ass. And like Jinbei's kind of new to the crew. Jinbei just doesn't understand how like scary Nami is when she's angry. So Jinbei's laughing. He's like, oh, no one was hurt, Nami. Relax. She's like, shut the fuck up, you little fish. His eyes start bulging out of his head. It's a conqueror's hockey. He's real nervous. But, you just get fun banter on the ship again. This literally hasn't happened since, probably Dressrosa. Dressrosa was probably the last time the whole crew was together on the Sunny, just, like, sailing the ocean and shit. Except last time they had Law and Kinemon and Momo. But, yeah, another thing to point out, they're officially out of Wano. Wano is over. Okay? Anyway, continuing the chapter, Robin comes across one of the seagulls carrying the newspaper. She gives it a cute little pet. She's showing love to the newspaper birds. And she goes, looks like we got new bounties. Uh-oh, new bounty time. So, they go from lowest to highest. They start off with young Tony Chopper. He went from 100 all the way up to 1,000, little 900 increase. Good for the boy Chopper. Even though he's upset, he's angry. He wants it to be more. But, 900% increase, not bad. Nami's is now 366 million, which low-key, Nami's is really low because Nami literally has like a Yonko level attack, like some gross, devastating. Nami could solo all of the East Blue by herself, 100%. I would say if Nami could hit Lucci with her Thunderbolt, she would one hit Lucci. Like Nami's actually a problem. So I think her bounty's kind of low. Brooks is 383 million. I'll have all the frames up right here. Brooks 383, you know, Frankie's 394 million. And it's kind of interesting that Frankie's poster isn't even Frankie, it's the fucking Sonny. It's just, I don't know, interesting to see. He's like, are you kidding me? I'm not even on this. Meow! Like, a typical Frankie John. Usopp, 500 million. Usopp is the equivalent to Portgas the Ace. I don't know, maybe the Ace stocks are in the mud. Who knows? And then we get to Robbins. Robbins was really high. Robbins is almost at $1 billion. She had 930 million. And she's happy. She's giving Chopper like cotton candy to cheer him up and everything. And then we get to the well, we can't call him the Monster Trio anymore because someone is in the mud. But Sanji's 1,032 million. Not bad. Not bad. That's a nice bounty. He's in the billions. Jinbei, 1.1 billion. Sanji, bro, you in the 4th spot. The trio is full, and you need to get out, Sanji, little homie. You need to get on. And we have Zoro, who is 1,100,000,000,1,100. Really weird bounty. It's just so he's higher than Jinbei, I guess. I don't know why Jinbei's is so high. Like, he fought who's who. Maybe Jinbei's bounty has to relate to something that we're not aware of all the way back at Whole Cake, like how he got out of there or whatever. Also, everyone's bounty on the crew did just raise in general, regardless of what they did at Onigashima or in Wano, because Luffy took down Kaido, and these are still, I guess, regarded by the government, commanders of Luffy's crew. So everyone's was getting a spike increase in general. Jinbei's a lot higher than I thought it would have been, but who knows. And then they get the Luffy, 3 billion, which we know, but 3 billion. Luffy came a long way, bro. Luffy's come a long way. And then Oda cooking up in the crock pot again. We get to this great scene. One sec. This calls for the coffee break. A little coffee sip. I'm no longer an Eagles fan, by the way. They just lost 48-10 in the Dolphins. Like, I don't know. Not looking good for them this season. So we switch over to Empty Bluffs Island, which is just like a perfect name for Buggy's Island. And, you know, last chapter, or a couple chapters ago, when they announced the Cross Guild, you're kind of the opinion, like, oh my god, like, how did Buggy recruit these two? What is going on? Is Buggy really that dude? And then it cuts to this. And Buggy's just crying. He's like, please let me go. Please. He's crying and shit. And Mihawk's got his, like, black blade across his neck. And Crocodile's just, like, fucking gripping him up by his ponytail. It's banging. Check out the thumbnail. Shout out Fantasy Link on Twitter. My boy Rob makes good thumbnails. But essentially, Croc and Mihawk talk about how the Cross Guild was supposed to be under Crocodile. Like, Crocodile was supposed to be the head of the Cross Guild and everything like that. And Mihawk's making jokes. He's like, you're probably the only emperor in history, you know, who's still an emperor after crying for mercy. Having you die here, like, wouldn't even begin to make up for this shit, you know. But essentially, Crocodile and Mihawk, they were originally working together. And not Mihawk, Buggy got in kind of accidentally, as they'll reveal a little bit later in the chapter. You know, we get that Mr. Three's back. Galdino, Mr. Three, he's back. And he's like, aren't you supposed to be on my crew? And he's like, no, dude, fuck you. I'm not serving you no more. Not if Croc and Mihawk are here. Are you fried? You know, they're of the opinion, all of Buggy's crews are the opinion that, like, Buggy's dead, all this kind of stuff. And Mihawk kind of gets, like, a flashback to his island. I think it's called Gloom Island. And he's just kind of annoyed that the Marines keep trying to attack him or whatever. He just wants to go back to being in peace. And essentially, Crocodile goes, like, the Navy wouldn't want to take an organization headed by the two of us lightly. And that Crocodile says that Mihawk used to be the Marine hunter. I don't know. Mihawk stocks are going up. I mean, Is this true? Potential fraud? Block the call? Answer? I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know if he's truly a fraud or not yet. I don't know. Posted up by Vista. I'm just saying Shanks wouldn't have been posted up by. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know. So essentially, they're kind of going in a little bit of dialogue between Mihawk and Crocodile talking. Nothing too serious or like too interesting or whatever. It is fun to see and read this chapter, like Buggy freaking out. You get a good comedy while also getting like great world building as well, which is like what Oda's peak at. But essentially, when the Marines are hitting Buggy's island, Crocodile and Mihawk showed up, and they pretty much like they saved Buggy essentially, not purposely, but accidentally. And Buggy can only, he's fallen upward. He's fallen upward. You know, they're sitting here like, oh my god, Buggy, how did you orchestrate this? That's Crocodile, that's Mihawk, you the GOAT, yada, yada, yada. You know, they're thinking about executing Mihawk. He's like, I got my own company, I can spread propaganda, all this kind of stuff, I'll help you guys out. And then they're like, you know what, Buggy could be the fall man for everything. It's fine. And then the newspapers go out, and Buggy's at the head, like he's at the helm, like he's leading the Cross Guild. That's how that misunderstanding happened, when it really should have just been Mihawk and Croc. But, you know, just funny, great dialogue. And then it goes to Navy headquarters, and you're like, bro. And this is true, because we know Buggy is a fraud, but the world government doesn't know that Buggy's a fraud. You know, Buggy was on the crew of Gold Roger. He argues with Shanks. Like, he broke out of Impel Down. Like, they think Buggy is a menace. And now they see that Buggy has not only the world's strongest fraud/swordsman, Dracula Mihawk, they have Sir I'm Wet Can't Fight Crocodile, folded by Whitebeard. So he's got people on his team now. Like, he is a threat in the One Piece world, even if we know he's a joke. But to them, it's serious. So the Marines reveal Sir Crocodile's new bounty, 2 billion. Okay, 2 billion. That is really high. I'm curious to see what kind of buffs Oda is going to make for Crocodile, or how he's going to get, I guess, placed back into the story in return, like in terms of the Straw Hats and everything. Like, what is going to be his role? That might be a video for another time. And then we get Mr. Mihawk, Mr. Dracula himself, 3.6 billion. And they say, and I quote, this is already starting some debates, his former warlord, Hawkeye Mihawk, has even greater sword skills than the red-haired emperor, Shanks. So what are we thinking? Mihawk, Shanks, like, what's up with it? Where the stock's going? It's impossible to tell right now. I mean, the Mihawk agenda is being pushed really strong. I mean, I think Shanks is stronger, but you don't know. And then we get Buggy. Buggy's at 3.2 billion. Buggy's bounty is more than Luffy, and Luffy beat Kaido and Big Mom. Whew. Oh boy, I'm getting fucking twerked up. You know, nothing. Then the rest of the chapter, they're just kind of talking or whatever. You know, Buggy's flexing all this kind of shit, and Crocodile's like, yeah, we'll let him take the fall for yada yada yada. And then we skip to a island on the Grand Line that has the Revolutionary Army, and Dragon is really pissed at Sabo. He goes, he still likes Sabo, he still cares for me, so he says, like, if Sabo's alright, I'm happy he's okay, but if he killed Cobra, like, I can't forgive him no matter what. So this is bringing some tension and I guess conflict within the Revolutionary Army itself. But we do see that Kuma did make it home safely. We have the reunion with Kuma and Dragon, and it's a little sad because Kuma might just be like completely brain dead. He just might be like a robot. Honestly, you know, Koala's crying in the frame next to it. I kind of get a little bit of sadness watching this, a little bit. And then the phone rings, and then we're back to the pack. Koala answers, she's like, oh my god, hello, it's Koala. And then it's just Sabo. It's like, it's me, Sabo. Overall, 9 out of 10 chapter, 10 out of 10 chapter. I'm not going to talk about it for too much longer. It's already been running 15 minutes. Nothing extremely crazy happened. There wasn't a huge conflicts or whatever, but there was a lot of great world building. Obviously, we got all the bounties for the Straw Hats, Mihawk, Crocodile, Buggy, how the Cross Guild was formed, all that kind of stuff. We got a little bit of stuff with the Revolutionary Army, with Sabo and Dragon, Kuma. So I'm just kind of interested to see where we go next, because as it stands right now, we don't have direction. Like, as far as I'm aware, we're just going northeast or whatever. So we'll see where that island takes us. Once again, thanks you guys for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. See you.